The big question you need to ask yourself every day is, do I own a job or do I own a business? And unfortunately, the majority of contractors out there own a job. That's right, they're a slave to their own business. But the other side of the fence is so much greener, it's so much better, and that's when you're finally fully in control of your destiny, your freedom, your time. And that's what Contractor Secrets is about. It's about taking back our time, building a business with systems, standards, values, procedures, putting yourself in the driver's seat. And that's what it's about. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you here. Let's dive into the Contractor Secrets podcast. What's going on, everyone? This is Tanner. Welcome to the Trade Thrive podcast. Special episode for you today. I'm actually going to be playing for you a dialogue that I had with a client, and I recorded the phone call because it's one thing to hear about the systems and the processes that I tell you in terms of sales. It's another thing to hear them in action. So I'm going to kind of give you a breakdown of what it is that you're listening to before you listen to it so you can strategically listen as opposed to kind of just taking everything in by surprise. So scenario is I'm following up with leads. Right now, I have obviously in my Trade Thrive automation dashboard, I have all of my estimates that I've given. This lady, Mrs. Davis, fell into one of those categories. We gave her an estimate about a week and a half ago. I never met this lady. I never went to her house. It was a virtual estimate. So right off the bat, we built a lot of value just through the phone, doing the process, asking the right questions. Having a great reputation helps. Sending follow-up emails helps. But really, to get someone to trust you without meeting you, it does take a lot of back-end work. And we've done that. We've done a good job. Having a strong sales process that allows us to do so is what's, giving us that leverage. So in this dialogue that you're about to listen to, there were some things that she brought up that I used to my advantage. And really, whenever I make these follow-up calls, I'm calling people just to see where we stand. I'm not calling really with the intention to lower the price or to give things away, because some people do need that time to make a decision. Some people really do just want to get a couple more estimates. So I don't want to just give away my profit. So in this dialogue, you're going to hear Miss Davis tell me about something that's important to her. And what I've been teaching you guys is about value propositions and using that as negotiation leverage. So our price was $2,500 for an exterior paint job. This is a one-day job, a very small house, and definitely a high profit margin because we can get it done in one day. I love these jobs. I mean, you really can't beat it. So this sort of job is like our bread and butter, okay? So when I call her, she immediately off the bat tells me that she, is interested in having the driveway done, pressure washed. And we don't include driveway pressure washing in our projects. Part of the reason why is because I always like to use them for this reason. If I just give them the kitchen sink, what value propositions do I have? There's only so many you can do on the outside of the house. So for us, we don't include it. But she brought it up to me. And I know that she probably brought it up to me because the other estimate that she got probably included it. Well, the reason why he probably included it was because he thought he was doing her a huge service by offering this value all the way up front, but that limited his ability to have value proposition negotiation leverage. So I saw this as an opportunity to give her that in return for her business today. So there's two things you're going to see in this dialogue that you're about to listen to. The first thing is, we were able to use the value proposition, which she gave to me. This was something that was important to her. And first thing I did was I highlighted how much we value that. And I said it would be $150. But I told her that we would do it for free if she allowed us to earn her business today. And that's the key. So we created urgency. And we talk a little bit about creating urgency. I haven't really done an entire episode on it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I do a lot about creating urgency. But this was a reason for her to say yes to me. And what happened was she wound up actually saying yes and signing a proposal that day, probably about an hour after we got off the phone. So you're going to listen to the dialogue, listen to some questions she asked, think about how you would have normally responded to something like that, and then listen to how I responded and look at the outcome that it got me. So pay attention to the value proposition, pay attention to what was important to her, pay attention to how I created urgency, pay attention to how I reiterated the value, pay attention to these things. And, one thing that you obviously won't hear in this dialogue, and something that I want to make sure you take note of, is whenever you offer something, whenever you offer a discount, or whenever you offer value in some way, make it real by sending over a brand new proposal immediately. Okay. Don't just verbally say, okay, well, we'll give you $200 off, and then don't, that sort of thing. And we'll get into pricing tiers another time. So I just wanted to prepare you for what you're about to listen to. Thank you guys always for listening. I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions on this. This is a really great snippet here of kind of a way to approach somebody using a value proposition and creating urgency.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Davis. Good morning. This is Tanner with Premium Painting. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to touch base with you to see where we stand with the painting job.
Yeah, I'm still investigating that. I wanted to ask you, I know you said you pressure wash. Did that include the driveway and the gutters and the faucet part?
So normally whenever we pressure wash, we only pressure wash the house, just what we're painting. So
okay.
Yeah, so that's normal. Have you gotten a few quotes yet for the painting?
I did get one other.
Okay, gotcha. And how were we comparable to that other company?
Yeah, you are. But going back to you don't pressure wash the driveway.
Well,
so
where I was getting at is normally we charge $150 to do the driveway. If it's something that you really want done, which it sounds like if you're asking about it, you do. That's something I'd be happy to throw in for you. And the reason why is because we're looking to fill our schedule for. We have the first week of June available, and just making a phone call to see if this is something that you'd allow us to do. And if that's the case, if this is a decision that you'd like to move forward with us, today I'd be happy to throw in the driveway for you free of charge.
Okay. I know I'm going to go forward, start at June. It would be probably the week of the 22nd.
Okay, perfect.
We're looking at, the week of the 22nd. Now, I had another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any homes I could look at over on the southwest side? Maybe ride by?
I get asked this, and the reason why I don't give out addresses is really just to protect the privacy of my previous clients. But what I would recommend you do, we have a Facebook page with almost every job that we do. We put pictures up, that you can see. We just don't give out, that sort of information.
Okay.
We would, it's just one of those things that,
I understand.
Yeah.
So that would be Premium Painting?
Yes, Premium Painting on Facebook. I'll text you a link so you could just go right there on your phone. But we have a bunch of pictures, and you can read some reviews and testimonials, all that stuff.
Okay,
all right.
Sounds great.
Miss Davis, so what I'm going to do now is I'm in the process of editing your quote here, and I'm going to go ahead and include pressure washing the driveway free of charge. Okay. So if that's something, if you look at our Facebook and you say, you know what, I want to go with these guys, we'd be happy to give you the driveway pressure wash free of charge if you move forward with us, so we can get you on the schedule today. Okay.
Okay. What I will do, if I decide to go with you, I will go ahead and put the deposit with it.
Okay.
At the end of the month. And
okay.
then that way you'll know to put me on the schedule the week of the 27th.
Okay, absolutely. That sounds great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send this over to you. You don't have to put down the deposit today. You do just have to, if you want to take advantage of the free pressure wash, you can just sign the proposal, and we can wait until the end of the month to take a deposit. That's totally fine.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thanks so much, Ms. Davis. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, I just want to take a second to thank you for joining me here on the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let you know that my passion is coaching people, helping people. I've changed my Instagram name to @contractorcoach. And I did that because that is my passion. I want to help you. So please reach out to me. If you have an issue going on in your business, send me an email, find me on Instagram, message me, and let's do a breakthrough session. I want to work through your problems in your business to help you get to that next level. And one thing that I always say is this, the difference between those that get over the humps and the hurdles in business is just a change in perspective. And that's what I plan to offer you. So get with me, message me, allow me to help you take your business to the next level.